If you've ever lived paycheck to paycheck, you know that being poor isn't just hard, it's expensive, and not just in some abstract way. I'm talking about real dollars, real stress, real consequences. It's what economists now call the poverty penalty, and once you see how it works, you'll understand why climbing out is so much harder than people think. Let's start with money. When you're broke, you pay more for everything. Can't afford to pay upfront, you finance it, that couch? You're paying $49 a month for 36 months, that is nearly double the sticker price. Need quick cash, you turn to payday loans with 300% plus interest rates. Don't have enough to cover your account? One overdraft fee, then another, it spirals. And suddenly you're paying hundreds of dollars. Just because you didn't have $50 at the right time. It's not just money, it's choices. Can't afford to live in a safe neighborhood. You pay less in rent, but more in stress, safety, and insurance. Can't afford a reliable car? You buy an old one, it breaks down, you fix it. It breaks again, you fix it again. Eventually, you've spent more than the cost of a decent used car. But when you're broke, you don't have the option to think long-term. You're just trying to survive this month. What about food? Healthy groceries are expensive. Processed fast food, cheap and available, but over time? That cheap food costs more in doctor's visits, prescriptions, and chronic illness. Even education plays a role. Wealthy families can pay for tutoring, private schools, test prep. Poor families rely on underfunded schools and crowded classrooms. The result, the cycle continues. One generation struggling to break out, while the next is already falling behind. And here's the hardest part, being poor is exhausting. You're working two jobs, juggling side gigs, fighting stress, sleeping less, making constant trade-offs. And the world still tells you, just budget better, stop buying lattes, you're just lazy. But they don't see the full picture. They don't see the system, only the symptoms. Wealth buys options. Poorer families are often forced to make the least bad choice, again and again. And over time, the gap doesn't just stay, it widens. Think about it, missing one car payment can lead to losing your job. No net. Missing one rent payment can lead to homelessness. It's a tightrope, and one unexpected emergency? That's all it takes to fall off. So, what's the answer? It starts with understanding, with empathy, and with smarter systems that don't punish the people who already have the least. At Thrive and Finance, we believe financial education should be accessible, not just for those who already have money, but especially for those who don't. If you've ever felt like you're stuck in this cycle, you're not alone. And you're not lazy, you're just playing a game that's been rigged. But there are ways to break free, and we're here to help you do it. Subscribe to Thrive and Finance for more no BS financial insights that actually make sense.